A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because her trust is not on the branch but on its own wings. Believe in yourself. The honorable chief guests of the day, dignitaries, the faculty of the department, and my dear ladies and gentlemen of Madras Christian College. A pleasant afternoon to one and all present here. It's with immense pleasure I welcome you all to the ceremony of the two-day National Conference on Bridging the Digital Divide, Engaging in Imperative Policy Capacity and Competency Building, sponsored by the Indian Council of Social Science Research, ICSSR. Prayer is the raising of one's mind and heart to God or the requesting of good things from God. Let us begin this ceremony by invoking the blessings of God. I now invite Mr. Cyrus Kalapurukal, the bursar of our college, to lead us in prayer. The prayer will be followed by the prayer song and the Tamil Thai Valthu, led by the Department Prayer Secretary, Ms. Esther, and the Department Choir. I kindly request the gathering to remain standing up for the prayer song, and the Tamil Thai Valthu.
Prayer for the college. O thou, who in days past didst put it into the hearts of good men to found this college for the imparting of sound learning, the building of character, and the spread of spiritual truth and knowledge of thyself. Bless our college and schools. May love, unity, and brotherhood be learnt here. May industry, uprightness, and courage grow here. And from this place, may there be sent forth continually a stream of men and women who shall serve thee faithfully in thy world. Amen.
As we gather in this place today, Holy Spirit, come and have your way. Have your way. As we lay aside our own desires, sweep across our hearts with holy fire. Have your way. This is your house, your home. We welcome you, Lord, we welcome you. This is your house, your home. We welcome you today. As we offer up our hearts and lives, let them be a living sacrifice. Have your way. Be glorified in everything we do. Be glorified in everything we say. Have your way. This is your house, your home. We welcome you, Lord, we welcome you. This is your house, your home. We welcome you today. நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you, everyone. By lighting a lamp of knowledge, one can dispel the darkness of ignorance. I now request the dignitaries to light the lamp. Thank you, dignitaries. அகனமர்ந்து செய்யால் உறையும் முகனமர்ந்து நல்விருந்து ஓம்புவானில். The goddess of fortune will dwell in the house of one who plays the host with the smile. I now invite the department's anchor, our guiding force, and our tower of strength, Dr. Ansuman Raboni, the head of the Department of Public Administration, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Naren. Miracles happen, and today we are all witness to miracles. And God has His own plans, and He has His own order of plans. We planned one thing, and one thing has happened. I'm really thankful to God for giving us this day, and I feel so blessed that our Department of Public Administration, we have our Honorable Minister, Tirumano Tangaraj, gracing this occasion to kickstart our ICSSR-funded 2-day national conference on bridging digital divide. I don't know about the conference about digital divide, the outcome, but I'm definitely sure that we have bonded together as one big family, as always. We always strived to build on human relations beyond technology. And I feel so humbled that our Honorable Minister has made it possible, despite his busy schedule in the Assembly. He said it's not possible, but then his commitment to serve the people, to groom leaders, has been very evident, sir. Thank you very much, sir, and a very warm welcome to you. I also take this opportunity to welcome our principal, who's a pillar of strength, time and time again, he's always been our rescue. And thank you, sir, for always supporting our department's activity and events. I take this opportunity also to welcome our dear Burza. With a short notice and his busy schedule, he was able to come here. A very warm welcome to you, and also a very warm welcome to our alumnus, Mr. Joseph. Thank you, sir, for being here and being a guiding force, and being a true MCCN. He has made our dream possible. Thank you, sir, and very warm welcome to you. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the, I would say, the conference committee members, the organizing secretary, Dr. Kalyani, the student leaders, Rose and Shruti Jensi, and of course Nishal, the Gen Sec. A very warm welcome to each of the committee members. And I take this opportunity to also welcome Dr. Marcelin Pushpa and Dr. Sujata, Dr. Anbu Armugam, and also faculty members from other states, Dr. Devi, Professor Arun, and of course I won't do justice the second line of professors, our own department, Professor Jeevanand, who is a towering pillar of support for us, and he has been here from morning. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the heads of the departments and the vice principals of our college, morning, day aided and the SFS. I thank all the professors from various other departments, chemistry, history, political science. I take this opportunity to thank and welcome each one of you present here, the presenters, for already starting the session. I hope you have a wonderful experience and also understand digital divide better. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் திரு மு.க. ஸ்டாலின் அவர்களின் வழிகாட்டுதலுக்கு இணங்க தகவல் மற்றும் தொழில்நுட்பத் துறையில் தன்னிகரற்ற சிறப்பு பணி ஆற்றி வரும் நமது சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் அமைச்சர் திரு டி. மனோ தங்கராஜ் அவர்களுக்கு பொன்னாடை அளிப்பதற்காக சென்னை கிறிஸ்தவ கல்லூரியின் முதல்வர் மற்றும் செயலாளர் முனைவர் பி. வில்சன் அவர்களை அன்போடு அழைக்கின்றோம்.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. N. Ansman Raboni, Head of the Department of Public Administration, to present a memento to the Chief Guest. Thank you, ma'am. I call upon Mr. Cyrus Kalapurukal, the bursar of our college, to present the Madras Christian College book to the Chief Guest.
Thank you, everyone. The courage to make tough decisions and compassion to listen to the needs of others is a great art. Our principal, Dr. P. Wilson, not only sets out to be a leader, but also becomes a special one by equality of his action and integrity of his intent. Sir, your endless care, your ideas, your guidance, and your support help us to keep the pace with the fast-moving world. I would now like to invite Dr. P. Wilson, the Principal and Secretary of Madras Christian College, to deliver the presidential address.
Honorable Minister for Information Technology and Digital Services, Government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru T. Mano Thangaraj, the Head of the Department of Public Administration, Dr. Ansuman Raboni, our bursar, Mr. Cyrus Kalapurukal, Dr. Kalyani, student representatives, and our alumnus, Mr. Joseph from industry, who is part of this IT team. And he has been instrumental in reminding our minister and bringing him here to our own college. So thank you, Joseph, for making all the efforts. I have already addressed in the morning. Since our Honorable Minister is here, I would like to just place 3 requests before him. We began to discuss in my office on certain issues. Number 1, this is one of the 8 colleges which received autonomy in the year 1978. When Dr. Malcolm Adisesha was the Vice Chancellor of University of Madras and Honorable Dr. MGR was the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, the effort from UGC came to Tamil Nadu and Madras University yielded to it, and one of the first 8 colleges receiving autonomy, MCC has a privilege in it. And it has been time tested again from 1978 till today that we have been using the freedom, the self-governance, the freedom to govern ourselves. And we have progressed through innovative methods of designing curriculum, using the freedom, and designing pedagogy. This being a time-tested protocol, a time-tested method, I would say that we need to make every effort to nourish this particular system of autonomy by any means. This is the first request that I'm placing before a minister to help the colleges who are enjoying the autonomy. By any means, we should never be in a position to lose the self-governance with which we have the privilege. And using this, now we have begun to support Honorable Chief Minister's scheme on non-Mudalvan scheme. We were the first ones to raise our hands when non-Mudalvan scheme was proposed by the government of Tamil Nadu. We started establishing various skill development centers. I want to record here that yesterday we celebrated 43 students who completed the skill development programs through NSDC, and all of them were placed, excepting 4, all of them were placed. And in addition, we have started creating centers here inside the campus, including a fashion design studio and tinkering lab, performing arts center, and so on and so forth. So we have started evolving. In addition, number 2, that we have started establishing a 30 crore worth project called Innovation Park, MCC MRF Innovation Park, which has 7 verticals inside, including data analytics as a part of it, data science as a part of it, and psychometric lab as a part of it. Lot of IT-enabled services as part of this Innovation Park, which is around 45,000 square feet area that is covered under this particular banner. Having done all these things, now when we are asked to normalize our academic template, this becomes a big challenge for us, is the request that I would like to place before the Honorable Minister. And the third one that I would like to place before the Minister is, we have a Department of Political Science and Department of Public Administration, and there are a lot of students who are coming up with the expertise in drafting policies. I request you to please hire our own students for drafting policies under the internship. So with this brief note, let me call it a day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Those who serve as a minister can be compared to ants. Reaching up, they take care of the head. Reaching down, they take care of the feet. And today's chief guest is one among them, actively participating and working out the strategies for the betterment of the state. Let's get to know more about him. I call upon Dr. Vijay Devanesan, Assistant Professor, Madras Christian College, to introduce us the chief guest of the day.
It's my privilege to introduce our chief guest, Thiru T. Manoj Thangaraj, Honorable Minister for IT and Digital Service, Government of Tamil Nadu. He got involved in politics since school days and was elected as the President of Student Council in 1986 and led many struggles in Kanyakumari district. Between the years 1996 and 2006, he was the District Panchayat President, and he served as the chairman of the Kotayaru Irrigation Project of Kanyakumari district. He was appointed as the district secretary of DMK in the year 2014. And he became the member of Legislative Assembly in 2016. He was the member of the National Disaster Management Water Level Committees during the tenure as chairman of the District Panchayat. He has served as a member of the 5th Finance Committee on Rural Development in the State Planning Commission. He is responsible for the construction of the indoor sports stadium for sword fighting for the first time in Kanyakumari district. He has conducted many welfare activities for the children and women. He has also been instrumental in various medical services, medical camps, environmental protection and disaster management programs. With that, I invite the Honorable Minister to address our esteemed gathering. Let's give a round of applause to welcome our Chief Guest.
Respected Principal and Secretary of Madras Christian College, Mr. Paul Wilson, my dear Head of the Department, Dr. Ansuman Rabbani, Dr. Kalyani, and the student convener, Rosemary, and Shruti Jansi, my dear friend Joseph Abraham, my dear professors, faculty members, and dear students who are here. And really it gives me immense pleasure to be here with all of you in this wonderful evening. And I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to come and talk to you in this prestigious institution, established in 1837. Yeah, it has a long history behind it. During 1837 and all, the people living in our country but denied of education. You cannot think of getting education so easily. And I come from Kanyakumari district. For the first time in Kanyakumari, in 1816, one Reverend Mead, he came from London, settled down in Nagarkoil, and he started teaching people, and he started establishing institutions. Till then, the people had no access to this thing, education. That was a pitiable situation that was there. And you all know that we are living in a country where there is lot of caste systems, race, religion, that so many kind of things are there before us. Lot of superstitions. Women should not go to school, they should not learn. They cannot own property on their own. If the husband dies, she has to put her on the fire and die. A widow cannot remarry, and child marriage was there. And the very bad thing, the Devadasi system was there. So during this 1800 and all, you know, the life of an ordinary person in India is such a pitiable one. And because of these people who came, they established institutions. They provided education to all the people, irrespective of their gender, caste or religion. People had some kind of access to education. That's the thing that we need to remember. In 1822, the first protest for getting our own rights, like the right to wear proper cloth, was conducted in Kanyakumari district. 1822. In English it was called Upper Cloth Riot. And Tamil we say that Tolchilai Poratam. So that was the history behind all these things. So by the time 1837 they have established such a wonderful college over here, and it is one of the most reputed organizations in the state. And I hope all of you who are here may feel privileged to study in this esteemed institution. That's what I feel. So it's a big opportunity for you also, that the college is providing such a quality education. And I was told that they have very good infrastructures for the innovation club or something that is going to happen over here. And actually I am very happy that I am addressing a crowd who are into public policy and political science. Normally, when we go to schools and colleges, and if I put a question before the students, what's your goal? No one says that I am going to go for political science or public policy making. So it's really wonderful to talk to you, and I'm very happy about it. And nowadays, the trend to come to politics has become, what I say, no one is willing to come. Everybody is focused towards getting a job. So job-oriented education, that I am totally against it. If everyone goes for a job, then who will take care of politics and public life? That should be somebody. That should be somebody with a reactive mind, with leadership qualities, with the concern over the society. They should come up. Then only we will be able to make some difference. In India, what I see, we don't have a proper competitive political ecosystem here. When we talk about politics, there are two kinds of approaches. One is subjective approach and one is objective approach. Subjective approach is value-based, ideology-based, and now you can see the objective type. That is, even the people go for voting after getting money. And people who get elected, they are happy giving money to get their votes. So these kind of things, it has brought a lot of chaos in the present political system that need to be changed. And I request all of you, the students of public policy making, as well as political science, to be aware of the existing political scenario that is happening over here. As I told you, during the pre-independence era, you can see how the society was divided, how oppressions and suppressions happened. Whether somebody can have a life of this kind during that time. So after all struggle, after all efforts, and after a lot of sacrifices by the leaders, we were able to get freedom. I am not meaning that freedom from the colonial rule, but even freedom from the people who suppressed and oppressed the normal people. And we got at least some rights to have a better life. And after this independence, we have institutions in place, like we have court, we have education institutions. Somehow, when we take Tamil Nadu, we are in the forefront. Because Tamil Nadu, the Dravidian rulers, they believed in providing education to all the citizens. Because of that, wherever you go, we can see schools, colleges, and so many kind of things. And wherever I go, I never forget to say something about the contribution of the people who came from the West, established institutions, and they provided education and health care to the people of our country. That's a great thing that has happened. So, with all this background, we are now at this stage. But there are a lot of challenges. This seminar is to discuss about the digital divide. I don't know how many of you have really understood the proper meaning of what is a digital divide. So like social divide and a lot of other divisions we have in the society, you can see a clear digital divide. Say for example, when the pandemic came, the people who were studying in good institutions in the cities or metropolitan cities, they managed somewhere through these online coaching classes and things like that. But what about a student who is having a education in a rural area? Is there connectivity? Do the schools have the infrastructure to provide an online coaching? Whether the teachers there are aware of how to teach the students online, and whether the student has an Android cell phone with them and their house has a proper connectivity. All these things are a big question. So they were unable to do that. You just think of a government office and a corporate office. All the corporate office, they just shifted to work from home, and there was no setback for them. They enjoyed everything. But what about a government office? Almost all the government offices, except the offices which dealt with the basic things like health, revenue and things like that, all others were closed. Because there is no proper online connectivity, or there is no proper infrastructure to handle things digitally. So these are all few examples of, we can say, the digital divide. You say, for example, take the situation of a farmer, he living in a remote village. Whether that man has access to proper technology. And you can see worldwide that we are finding solutions to our problem through technology. So technology is to support us to find ways and means to solve the problems. You take any department. The agrarian crisis in India is so much. For a country like Israel, even they don't have proper rain, and even though they don't have a fertile soil like us, they are able to achieve. How they achieve? They use technology at the most, and they are getting benefited. Even the Arabian countries in the Middle East, they are all purely deserts, but they are exporting vegetables and fruits to countries like India. You just imagine. So lot of things has to be done for bridging this digital gap. So in policy also we need to bring lot of changes. So we need to study the policy gaps, and we need to come up with certain projects to overcome this thing. And I can tell you some of the initiatives that the present government of Tamil Nadu is taking. Say for example, we don't have proper connectivity. Now the government of Tamil Nadu is implementing a project called TANFINET, where we provide internet connectivity through optical fiber cable throughout the state, connecting 12,525 village panchayats. That work is under progress, and we will be able to complete it over a period of 6 months' time, I hope so. The second thing, to connect the villages, and we have to provide the last mile connectivity. Say for example, even a person who is living in a remote village should be able to get a connection to his home. Or a young boy who wants to do some agriculture based on the latest technology should have access to internet facilities. So for the last mile connectivity also, we have devised a proper project, and we are taking it to the grassroots levels. And the third thing about the digital, connecting the digital divide between the urban areas and the rural areas. For that also the government has come up with a project, and the government has allotted 400 crores this year in the budget for clearing that divide. So after these three projects come online, and you will be able to have internet facilities, optical fiber cable, internet facilities across the state, every nook and corner of the state. This is one of the initiatives that we are taking. And now the government is coming out with a project called the Simple GOV, Simple Gov project. That is now technology has become inevitable. Now, and we need to work horizontally with all the departments. Any department, they need the support of technology. And I hope you are all aware that India is far behind when compared to other countries with regard to digitalization and automation. Can you name a single city or a single town or a single village which is being automated? We still cross the road seeing the policeman standing there and showing his hands. So these are pitiable situations. We need to when we are going to automate it. Even we are spending huge volume of papers over writing files and all. So now the government is coming up with certain projects like e-office, where we are digitalizing the whole filing systems. And you just imagine, for everything we need to go to an office, for everything. And whoever goes to an office will have lot of bad experiences. How you are being treated, how you are able to access the thing that you need. It's a big issue, it's a challenging issue. Now the government is trying to provide everything over online, and we have strengthened the e-survey services now. And now we are providing more than 235 services online. It's a big achievement on the part of the government. And as far as the social inclusion is concerned, we said that our model is a Dravidian model. And as you are from political science background and public policy making, I need to just explain what's the Dravidian model we talk about. The Dravidian model is simply an inclusive model. What is an inclusive model? When we take policy or when we take out a project, anything, any development work or welfare issue, there we have to ensure that there is no social exclusion. So if you are planning something that ensures that there is no social exclusion, that means we are inclusive. So this government is committed to bring an inclusive system of governance. So for that only, our Honorable CM is repeatedly telling that we are going to bring a inclusive growth in the state, where all the people will be part and parcel of the development activities that is being initiated by the government. So because of this inclusive approach, Tamil Nadu is standing high. There is a study made by a consulting organizations few months back, and in their report, they have mentioned Tamil Nadu has stability in policies. Normally we talk about stable government, so many kind of things, but stability in policy, the first time I heard, because in some other states, they have no stability in policies. A government will come, and when the government is removed, the policy is also removed. But here it is not the case. The governments, if they come to power, the existing policies, if they are people friendly, no one is taking it out. So we have a stability in policy, we have a stable government, we have visionary leaders with us. Those kind of things are value addition to us. And the government is focusing on so much of infrastructure development programs. These kind of infrastructures, both digital infrastructures as well as the infrastructures you see like roads, buildings and so many things, that's also giving more value to this. And we have a very strong talent pool in Tamil Nadu. That is a great asset to us. In Tamil Nadu, we produce more than 500,000 students every year who are in the engineering. Just imagine the volume. And when put together with arts and science colleges, we bring nearly 1 million students every year coming out of the colleges. But at the same time, the industry needs lot of talented youth. That is another area. We need to more talents if you want to achieve our $1 trillion goal that is being set by the Honorable CM. A $1 trillion economy is a big thing before us. If you want to achieve, we need to create lot of talents. So every one of you who is interested in doing something or achieving something, you have lot of scope in the coming future. There is lot of scope. And similarly, we have certain threats also. Say for example, the climate crisis. As policy makers, you should clearly understand what is the climate crisis, how the world is moving, and how the world is approaching this climate crisis. If you want to do something in policy, you have to be aware of this. If you are going to be a good politician in the future, you must be aware of it. It's a big crisis that the world is going to face. We talk about decarbonization, we talk about saving our trees, we talk about saving our water. But how it is happening at the ground level? That's a big challenging question before us. You look at the situation of Chennai. You take for example the pollution. The volume of pollution is bulging like anything. So how we are going to solve this crisis? How we are going to bring in policies? How we are going to bring people understand this? How we are making people to participate in this process to decarbonize the globe? These are all big challenges before us. And when I was sitting with the principal's room, I was talking about the SDG goals and the challenges we have, we in the sense India has. There are 17 goals that is being identified, and by 2030 we have to achieve. If the country is not going to achieve, we may be something like blacklisted by the international community. So for example, if there is no sustainability component in the products we make, many European countries may deny our products being exported to them. So those kind of challenges are also there. We are a country mostly dependent on service. We are providing a lot of services. You say for example, you take the IT sector. This year, our software export from Tamil Nadu has risen to 2 lakh crore. 2 lakh crore. Last year it was nearly 1 lakh 80,000 crore. So if we are not going to go by the international treaties to decarbonize, then there will be a threat for us to take out our things to the other world, other part of the world. So all these challenges are before us, and the digital divide has to be changed. So this year, the IT department has come up with a slogan, technology to common man, tech to common man. We are very happy providing services across the world. That's okay, good. But what about us? It's like a mason telling, I have constructed this palace, and he can name few of that kind. But what about his life? He may be living in a hut. So he has to at least change his life in a better way. So providing this thing across the globe is a good thing. Finding our people sitting in corporate companies across the world is a good thing. But what about the situation that is prevailing in the country? How we are delivering services to our people? What we have done to make their life and livelihood in a better way using technology is a big question before us, and the Tamil Nadu government, especially the IT department, is committed to take technology to the common man so that he can access it and get a better life and livelihood in the coming days. So these are the things that we have initiated, and we'll be very happy to be supporting the initiatives that is being taken by this reputed organization, the Madras Christian College. And as Minister of Information Technology, I'll be there with you, whatever initiatives you take with regard to digitalization and kind of things. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
That was mind-blowing, sir. We are indeed privileged to have received the wealth of knowledge you shared. I am sure your speech would have triggered the young minds present here. Thank you, sir. Moving on to the most important part of the ceremony, Mark Twain once said, "There is no such thing as a new idea. We simply take a lot of old ideas and put them into a sort of a mental kaleidoscope." Here are the abstracts of our presenters who have viewed the bridging of digital divide through a self-designed mental kaleidoscope. I now request our chief guest, Honorable Minister T. Mano Thangaraj, and our Principal, Dr. P. Wilson, to release the abstracts. Thank you, sir. I now invite the Dean Research and Development to announce the awards for research publication.
The Deanery is happy to provide incentives for publication in index journals. Through the MCC Research Colloquium, constant awareness is being created on various aspects related to research methodology and publications. We have seen a constant progression in publications in MCC, which is at about 104 publications for the year 2022. We will now have the presenting of the cash incentives for research publication for faculty and research scholars. We request the Honorable Minister for Information Technology and Digital Services, the Government of Tamil Nadu, to present the awards. We hope that this culture of research among the faculty and research scholars will continue to contribute to the developments in our community.
We'll start with the list of faculty members. We first have Dr. E. Ayyappan, Dr. R. Vijay Solomon, Dr. R. Vijay Solomon, Dr. N. Prabhu, Dr. K. Vijayalakshmi, Dr. S. Daniel Abraham, Dr. Aruna J, Dr. Aruna, Dr. T. Hannah Clara, Dr. Vijay Devnesan, Dr. J. Sudarvali, Dr. J. Sudarvali, Dr. R. Kavita, Dr. R. Kavita,
Vijay Solomon.
Dr. Vijay Solomon, we now have cash incentives for the research publications for research scholars. We have Cherian Ebenezer, Shantini Priscilla, Liju R, Priya Ranjan Dev, Priya Ranjan Dev, Abigail Jennifer, R. Uday Rekha,
Venkatesh and Vinoda, and then this researcher one for Cherry.
Venkatesh K, and Vinoda V. The next is a special award for having published highest number of research articles by a research scholar. This is presented to Mr. Cherian Ebenezer from the Department of Chemistry, who has published 8 articles in the Web of Science journals. Thank you, sirs.
I request Dr. N. Ansman Raboni, Head of the Department of Public Administration, to present a memento to Mr. Joseph.
Thank you, ma'am. Gratitude is the inward feeling of kindness received. Thankfulness is the natural impulse to express the feeling. Thanksgiving is the following of that impulse. I now request the organizing secretary, Dr. S. Kalyani, to give away the vote of thanks.
Good evening, one and all. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. It is indeed a miracle today for the Department of Public Administration, as the head of the department rightly said, because it was only God's presence that made this event happen, which we thought it wouldn't happen. It is profoundly delightful disposition to stand on behalf of the Department of Public Administration, Madras Christian College, and extend our profound gratitude to each and every one of you who was present here. Counted among the nation's pioneer institutes in social science research and studies, the Department of Public Administration harbors a distinct position in attracting and mentoring passionate individuals with the nuanced themes of public policy, capacity building, human resource management, human rights, and non-government organizations. On account of the same, the Indian Council for Social Science Research sponsored a 2-day national conference on bridging the digital divide, engaging in imperative policy, capacity, and competency building is the newest addition to the long legacy of interdisciplinary research efforts conducted by the department to ease the traditional bounds of academic explorations and adapt to innovative research standards. As an organizing secretary for this conference, I value the combined efforts of our department in turning the 2-day national conference program to a memory for ages to come. As we begin this voyage, I would like to use the moment and thank everyone involved in making this initiative a grand success. First of all, I owe my gratitude to God Almighty, who has made us see this day as a sign of His benevolence. First, I would like to thank our Honorable Minister, Mr. Manoj Thangaraj, for taking time out of his busy schedule to grace this occasion. Thank you, sir, for your valuable thoughts and enlightening our students about the importance of education. In fact, when I was talking with the head of the department, she was mentioning that his talk was like a book of public administration to the students. It is indeed, I believe it is a honor for the department to have you amidst us for this conference, sir. Next, I would extend my gratitude to the respected Principal and Secretary of Madras Christian College, Dr. P. Wilson, for his constant guidance throughout the planning and execution of this program. I would like to extend my thanks to all distinct academicians and researchers, scholars for accepting our invitation to be a part of this program. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the head of the department, Dr. N. Ansuman Raboni, for holding the fort against every challenge in the way. And it is because of her able leadership and guidance that this program has become a grand success. I would like to thank all our faculty members of the department. Firstly, I thank Dr. B. Madan Rekha ma'am for her support and contribution, especially in curating the proceedings and book of abstracts for the program. I would like to thank Dr. Vijay Dev Mason for his guidance in arranging all necessary provisions for the program. I wish to thank Dr. Meera Rajiv Kumar for her contribution in handling the specifics of the program. I would like to thank Dr. Milta Devadayu for effectively coordinating the students for all the necessary arrangements. I thank the department representative, Ms. Shruti Jensi, and the student convener of the conference, Ms. Rose, and the department general secretary, Ms. Shal, for their endless and able leadership. Lastly, I thank our public administration family for their cooperation throughout these days. I extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every student of the department and those who are working in various committees and who has made this event a grand success. God bless Madras Christian College. God bless the Department of Public Administration in hoc signo.
Thank you, ma'am. There are a lot of feelings which we experience every day, but the one which raises our goosebumps is when we hear our national anthem, and that feel is truly irrepressibly magic. Let us all raise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उच्छल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाए तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय